Trees aren't green, the ocean is gray, sky is a vague blue, come my way. My room is a mess, it could use a hand. My favorite TV shows to capture in. I know must get it right, must get back in the fight. This is a surprise, I think I let it slide. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems, no, I can't make it through. Every night it's the same, I keep running fast, left and right, wondering where my head's gone now. I'm sleepwalking through all my problems.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting this bad boy started here on Motortown. It's gonna be a chill night. I'm not anticipating anything crazy tonight, but I hope that everybody is having a wonderful night. Welcome back, everybody, from that ad right in the beginning. I like to run it right before everything starts.
This can't be a surprise, I think I let it slide. Sleepwalking through all of my problems, no, I can't make it.
All right, let me see here. That guy rolled over like right there. That's wild. Where's my Galima? This guy like rotated right here. What's up, Magnetic? How you doing, bud?
Maybe I need a break, maybe that's why
This is gonna be interesting.
into this bitter taste. I think I let it be.
All right. Let me get you to sign this waiver real quick. All right, let's see here. do. All right, let's see. Oh, shoot. Let's go. Saved him. What's up, Misfortune? I got you back. We got you back in it. And also Johnny, how's it going? Magnetic. Welcome everybody. I'm sorry, I was like concentrating there, trying not to destroy his car in the process of doing that, but we got him there in the end. I wonder if I despawn it with the crane out. If I summon it again, is it gonna have the crane out? No, it does not. That is beautiful. Okay, so I gotta figure out what I want to do today. Let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 vehicles on the road. So we got plenty of room to spawn other stuff. Yeah, so yeah, when they changed the server over, that's why we lost the company. But we're back up to, we got 739,000 coin right now. The other thing is, this morning I refreshed all of our contracts. Volvo, what's up, dude? It's almost 1 a.m. Oh yeah, I don't get off work until right now, so that's why we're here. That's why we're here, man. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, this is me just now getting home. But yeah, we've got everything up and running again. We've got all of our company vehicles again, which is nice. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 spawned in. I could technically spawn in 5, 6 and then still have enough to run stuff myself. So let me do that. Fast travel down here. You went the other day and was like, there wasn't a single contract to work on. Yeah, we don't. I don't have any of the money contracts running right now, but I figure maybe we can get the crew together for running logs. What's the logs look like right now? Let's look. Let's take a look. Online access. It's basically full. Of course it is. You're taking planks down to OG right now? Okay. Let me spawn these in and then I'll join you on that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Drakeage 2000 show. I'm your host, Drakeage 2000, having a wonderful day, and I hope that you are as well. There's been a couple issues at work that have not been that much fun. For example, they're doing construction in the office next to mine, and so my office is really loud right now, and that's always a joy. So let's get these bad boys out there in the world, rocking and rolling. And then I will head up here and grab some planks. But yeah, it's nice having like our fast travel stuff around. You didn't realize that you were going to stream today. I put an announcement out in my Discord, but if you're not a part of my Discord, come join it. It's right here. But yeah, like I try to stream every day, but I haven't had a voice. I have not had a voice recently. And so that's why I took a few days off, is I was trying to get my voice back, and it's almost there. I can't do anything high pitch. I can't go like, "Hi guys, how's it going?" Like that doesn't work. But my normal speaking voice is almost fully back right now. Jeddah, what's up, dude? Yeah, exactly. It's getting better. It's getting there. Jeddah, how did you feel about that race number 1, man? Did you enjoy it? I know you guys stuck at that one point, but who won? It was Bulwark. Bulwark took first, and I think Nikas took second, and Cirque took third. So we had a representation of the D2K channel here taking second or third place rather. So that was nice. Okay, drilling. All right, let me hop out and that going. Yeah, other than the lag, yeah, it was a blast. I think you actually got stuck. Did you have your suspension lowered? Because when I lowered my suspension, I got stuck on that same spot before. If you can get stuck on those barrier things. Oh, Misfortune, don't worry, man. Don't worry about it. It's you know, real life is always forever first, so don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's -8. Okay, that's why. Yeah, Serge, you can join the chat. That's fine. Subscribers, so that channel, if you're a subscriber or a member on YouTube, you can just join that channel automatically. Sucks being old and sick. Yeah, I definitely feel you there. Oh, I'm only 44 years old, but that's really up there. That's really up there. It's getting there, you know. So we need to stop for gas on the way. So I'm gonna put a little marker right there, and we'll stop for gas. You're 60. Yeah, you're -8, but the lag jerked and you were in the ditch. Yeah, I do appreciate you waiting there. If that happens again, like in the next tracks or whatever, I guess just say, Drake, I'm stuck, or Drake, Jeddah is stuck rather. You're in roll call. All right, I'll drop you down. Give me a sec. But yeah, just do just say something like, Drake, Jeddah is stuck, or something like that, because if the race marshals don't see it, or if I don't see it, then I can't call the yellow flag, you know. So but Jeju downtown is going to be interesting. I'm going to put together a video tomorrow, like a short video on how everybody is supposed to do that. It might be a little bit too late by the time I put the video together, But basically, Jeju downtown comes down this road right here, and then up this way, down and around this way, down over here, and then down towards the military base, around the military base, and then up this main road, and then back here again. And then pit lane is up here, and it goes like that. So it should be an interesting and fun little route. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an interesting race. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, the next race in the Motor Maven official racing league is going to be this Sunday. So please join us for that. You won't be able to make the race. You'll be busy that weekend. Oh, that's unfortunate. But Jetta, the good news, well, yeah, that's unfortunate all around. Yeah, like, you know, I'm pretty excited for the race league. The first race went about as smoothly as it could. It would be nice to see it go a little bit more smoothly with Jeju downtown, but we're, you know, gonna have to play that by ear. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, you're just joining us, or you were previously a part of the if you were previously a part of the corporation but you're not back in yet, just put in an application. After Motor Maven switched servers, we did have to restart the corporation, so we did that, and now that's kind of where we're at. We're kind of rebuilding everything right now, but for the most part it's been rebuilt, and we've got all of our contracts back, which is nice. And as you can see, we got a lot of contracts in the company right now. So just make sure you hit on in. Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, like, the drama that we did have was kind of small and negligible in a way. I think it was just a misunderstanding because that guy's first language is French. So I think it was just an overall misunderstanding. I wish I had noticed before the race began that he was not a part of the event. Because if I had noticed that on time, obviously I would have corrected it. But you know, I I didn't see it until the race was already like 37% complete. So then at that point I was like, oh no. Like, it was too late. I didn't feel like it would have been a good thing for me to call like a red flag and get the race started over again, especially after the chaos of the first turn. It's kind of funny, right? Because I expected that first turn to be a chaotic. Yeah, Magnetic says I would have liked to restart. Yeah, so Magnetic, if you look at my video over on YouTube, right? You look at my video and you see your car flipping and all that stuff with nobody like underneath you. You watch like some of the other point of views, like I think you were recording at one point, but if you look at the other points of view, then it's like Nickus is like right underneath your car, causing it to fly up. So it really was just a desync slash lag issue, which is kind of why I put out the vote to get rid of the ollie ring, but everybody voted against me on that one. So we're gonna keep ollie ring in there because people want it in there. So I don't know. I tried to get rid of it, but you know, people want the ollie ring. I think the ollie ring is going to be too small for the number of racers that we have. So yeah. Wait, you were or Nickus was? When is the second race? Johnny, it is this Sunday. Check the race league in Motor Maven Discord. It's all there. The race is this Sunday, and it translates it to your time zone in there for you, bud. The ping was super high for Johnny. Oh. Can you run it like a tournament format? What do you mean? Because right now we have like we have it set up as an F1 championship. No, you mean like basketball, like the way they do with the basketball, like Team A versus Team B. Yeah, no. So what we're doing is we're doing it the F1 style, right? So each race, the racers that place first through fifth gain points, and anybody above fifth does not gain points. And then the racer with the highest number of points at the end of the season wins the championship. And then we're gonna do some shenanigans by running a bunch of iron for them and let them do the final delivery, so that they get you know, anywhere from like 250 to 500,000 coin. So we're gonna do that. And then the other thing too is in season 2 I might introduce teams, and we'll have a racer championship and a team championship. So the team that scores the most points at the end wins the team championship, and the racer, the individual racer who scores the most points wins the drivers championship. So 2 different championships on the line in season 2, but yeah. Alright. Yeah, that's kind of how we're running that. And you know, we just kind of got to see like how that goes and such, and so far it's going pretty good. The downside is, like, for example, Jetta's not going to be able to make race number 2, right? So as a result, he's going to miss out on any ability to earn any points in the second race, but you know, that's okay as well. There's only 5 races though in the season, so it is something to be aware of. And so there's not a lot of opportunity to earn a lot of points. But overall it was a lot of fun. That's good. The other thing we and I kind of figured that the admins were going to handle this. There were a lot of cars spawned in at the garage for the first race. A lot of unnecessary cars. And there's Magnetic right behind me. I didn't realize he was doing it in a box trailer. But I think that contributed a lot to the lag in the early parts of the race with all of those cars that were spawned in. So hopefully we won't quite have that. You find it to be a lot more stable with the box. Are you able to fit 9 in the box trailer?
Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe I need to get a box trailer then. I kind of like the box trailer too, because then we can slap our company logo on it. We get a Lobo. Oh, that thing. Yeah. No, Johnny, you don't have to sign in this time because you signed up for the league already. The sign-up sheet was for the league. So that was kind of like you saying, yes, I want to be a racer, and then joining the league that way. So. No, Lobo is like, I feel like they have like a hard time getting over bumps and stuff.
Oh yeah, I used to have one. They do have a really hard time with bumps.
Oh, do they? Okay, there you go. So, speaking of, are you gonna be able to make it for race 2 this weekend on Sunday?
Yeah, I should be able to make it.
Okay. Did you download the course?
No, well, I'm not a racer.
Yeah.
I mean, are we going to be setting up cones to mark the track?
Cones, trailers, police cars, vehicles, etc.
I'm not a racer, so I don't need to download the track for practice.
Yeah. Just have the map up so you can know the map a little bit. Jetta says, but I'll definitely join the stream and support my fellow drivers and Magnetic there to kick butt. Yeah, hopefully we have a little bit less lag in the next one. You know, I know that TAC is gonna get rid of traffic for the race proper. And I don't know how the admins are gonna handle, like, you know, limiting traffic in in Jeju itself, but it's going to be interesting. Excuse me, race number 3 is here in the Ollie Speedway, and I think that's just going to be pure chaos. Personally, you got wired up for the next race. Should have done it sooner, but now you're ready now. Oh, you were on Wi-Fi for the first race? Oh, okay. Oh, that's rough. Got my food truck right behind us too, Magnetic. Yeah, maybe that's what we do tonight. We just haul a bunch of wood out. Kind of empty that factory, I think.
When you're done that trip, I'll help the next trip.
Sure. Yeah, grab one of the company vehicles. Did you rejoin the company? I don't remember.
Yeah, I joined.
All right.
Yeah, you rejoined, yeah.
Oh yeah, there you are.
Because I wasn't already still in the company, I set up my own company and had routes set up and stuff. And since I joined the company, that all disabled.
Yeah, but as soon as like you go to your single player save, all of your stuff will be back with you. It's just tied to your single player stuff. Neither one of them honked back. They weren't very friendly, were they?
Yeah, that or they're AFK auto driving.
They're probably AFK auto driving for sure. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Oh shoot, I'm overheating. I need to go in here. Drive mode, sport. 400. There we go.
Hey, so where are you taking those planks?
OG drilling. I figure the Magnetic on our second trip, let's take them to the Midgen, this thing right here, the Guanjin plank storage. There's 44 out of 50 there. I only have one CUDA drive in. I can get another one, because what we can do is we can then pick up a CUDA and drive it up here, because it has no planks and people love running coal. Well, there's 200 coal in there now too, so I know, I love the fact that this game's economy is all interwoven, right? And I love the fact that us hauling this stuff actually matters. That's my favorite thing about the game.
Were you on when a bunch of us in the game chat were talking about a crime update?
No. Either that or wasn't paying attention. I don't pay attention to chat often in there.
Yeah, just like carjacking, stuff like that in the game.
Yeah, but I don't want this game to be GTA. Like,
Yeah.
Let GTA be GTA and let this game be logistics. So Jetta says an idea is that company racers should put your logo on our cars, if that's okay with you. I would love, yeah, you guys can definitely use the logo for the as a sponsor for your race cars. I would love that. Go for it. The logo's really easy to make. It's a red circle, a white circle, a red circle, and then the fancy little F symbol, and it's supposed to bleed into the white part of it so that it looks like it's like one piece or whatever. But yeah, it's really easy to make the logo. So yeah, feel free to slap it onto your race cars. Slap it on, you know, as a sponsor. We would definitely sponsor you. Hell, like the D2K, you know, company, we made most of those cars anyway. So, you know, like, let's be real here. I only picked up 5 units of food. That's wild. Is there? Oh, okay. Somebody's running food right now. Interesting.
I was playing super early. Like I stayed up till like 2 in the morning playing this game, and when I got off, there was only 2 other people. So there was just I don't even remember who it was.
Welcome back, Dithraith. Glad to see you here. And Miss Fortune says you're gonna get a car, but you won't be racing at this point. But it'd be fun to run around with it. Heck yeah, it would be. Has anyone done the ambulance? I have. It's basically like taxi jobs, but they're all urgent.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Has ambulances in this game?
Yeah, there's a Jeju hospital where you can drive the ambulance from.
You need like racing level what, 3 or something to do it?
Maybe. I know you need a racing level for it, but everybody that is a racer should have racing levels.
Of course, of course.
Let's see here. Magnetic is racing level 24. CTG is actually 37. Oh, Joth is level 73. Wow. Surge driving by in his formula car.
No, this is just a borrowed one from the track.
You didn't care for the ambulance because you made more with the limo. Okay. Ambulance times are crazy though. Unless they're super close, it's almost impossible to get a max urgency bonus. Okay. Yeah, I haven't really messed with it that much. The ambulance ride.
Oh, check it out, because I'm really interested in that.
Yeah, go for it. Dude, you did really well getting 5th in the last race.
I'm surprised too.
Yeah, like I didn't see you on the track practicing as that much, so then I was like, whoa, this guy's like in 5th, like what? But yeah, you got 2 points for the season so far, so it's, you know, points are on the board. So
yeah, I was so surprised when I get 5th.
did you download Jeju Downtown, and have you practiced that yet?
Not yet, but after at least see the track.
Yeah, there's the picture of the map that I post. Jetta says I was right behind Johnny and then ended up in the ditch. Yeah, Jetta, you were doing really good too. Like I was watching you there for a little bit, and then the next thing I know, I saw you stuck there, and then I thought like, oh, he's just waiting for traffic to clear, and then when I saw you still there, that's when I asked Jetta, are you stuck? And you go, yes. And I, that's when I called the yellow flag. But yeah, I don't know. We might slow the safety car down by 5 miles an hour too.
Yeah, Fania should do that.
Well, that's probably a good idea.
Because 40 miles an hour, like they almost never caught up to you at Anson Speedway.
Yeah.
Were you doing 40 or were you doing faster than 40?
I was doing 40.
Okay.
Well, when I would go around corners, I would slow down a bit, but...
Yeah.
But I think the main issue with the speed was because when I showed you how slow 35 was, or whatever it was at first, was because I was in kilometers an hour, so it was slower.
Oh, well, there you go. You never, yeah, exactly. Well, there was a few people, a couple of the leaders caught up to the safety car, but the rest of the pack did not. I kind of wanted it to bunch the pack back up and give people a chance.
Only once I catch up to the safety car.
Well, yeah, that's one of the, like, the points of the safety car is to slow the race down and get people to catch back up and stuff. Yeah, so I think we're gonna slow it down to 35 or 30 miles an hour. Probably 35 because that's pit speed. I was gonna slow pit lane down to 30 before, but that was really slow in pit lane. And in real life, they do 60 miles an hour down pit lane in real life. So,
Do I need to stick with my speed in the pit lane when I get off the track?
yes, 35. Everybody during race day is limited to 35 miles an hour on pit lane.
Using the same
Because
Formula SCM car?
yeah, that's season 1. All of season 1 is Formula SCM. Season 2 is going to be an off-road car that has not been decided on yet. Let me get a contract for this magnetic. We've got 18 in total.
I feel like the Formula SCM car is better off-road than on. It might just be me, but that's just what it feels like.
Do 10.
What? Did somebody just say hello? Nah, I'm flying Han style, solo. Do you like that Star Wars reference,
Alright.
baby? There's more where that came from. Catch a movie later? Guess I'll see you around. I got a busy week.
One more question.
Yeah.
Where would you do pit stops for that race?
So on the map, it's the blue lane that I marked with the pen that says pit on it.
So already on. Okay.
Yeah, Death or Wraith, I agree, man. We do need to slow the safety car down. So I think 35 miles an hour should be good. We'll test that out in Jeju. But you know, like, again, we're figuring all this stuff out, and there's a lot of things that we needed all racers present for to really truly figure out. So like, really, we needed that first race to really see how things were gonna work, right? I don't think there's any cars available right now. Yeah, Misfortune, there would be a car there. Go look at, there's like a little box next to the factory here, next to the dude. Go look at him and it will tell you what he needs. The other thing, so magnetic, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna teleport up here to the Guanjin plank storage, and I'm gonna try to run planks up to Guanjin coal. Why don't you guys take the planks from Sangdo down to the Guanjin plank storage, and we'll kind of work together that way.
Are you sure you'll be able to make it up there?
Yes, I have
Or
before.
you need to get it over the way?
No, I've made it up there before. You use the Cuda dry van. It carries 3 and it's designed for it. It's not
Plank storage.
it's not super easy, but it's due. Guanjin plank storage, yeah.
Uh,
I want
it's semi when I teleported here.
Guanjin coal. Yeah, it's not really easy to do this, and I'll swap out with anybody that wants to try the off-road too, but
What trailer is that you're using there?
it's not a trailer. This is a bespoke.
Magnetic.
Is that drive
Oh.
on?
He's using the I don't know, the 40-foot box trailer last time I saw him. Option assist. Yeah, that's the one. I'm gonna turn that down to 50%. Vanmos, there you go. There's your answer. All right, let's give this a shot. Wraith has requested to join the company. All right, let me handle that real quick. Let's get you back in, bud. Oh, were you in last time before the server reset? I think you were. We had like 38 members at one point, so it's hard for me to keep track of everybody that joined.
Okay, so where are we picking up for?
Sangdo lumber mill, and you can pick up logs somewhere and take them to Sangdo, or you can pick up planks from Sangdo and either go to OG drill or to the Guanjin plank storage, whichever you want. You were in? Yeah, I thought you were. Welcome back. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new here, my name is Drakeish2000. I'm your host tonight. I hope you're having a wonderful night. We're playing a little bit of Motortown, and we're just messing around, just trying to make some coin for both the company and myself. I do eventually need to start working on some more of my towing XP, because I need level 200 towing to get the best winches on my rotator, but so that's gonna take a little while. But I figured like a good group project that we can work on in the meantime is running planks together and running logs together, because this aspect seems to be a little bit neglected. People love running logs, but then they don't like running planks for some reason. So we're gonna try to fulfill that industry gap tonight as a company. By the way, if you're looking for a fun company to join, the Drakeish2000 TTV LLC is hiring here on the Motor Maven server. So some of the benefits that you get for that is access to all of the company vehicles at level 1. The other thing is you get access to all of our teleportation spots, which we have roughly 800,000, 30,000 coins worth of teleport points around the map. So you do get access to all of that, which is really nice. It's very expensive, and we have to pay for that every 3 days. So that is why I encourage people to use company vehicles as much as possible, because that is a lot of coin. Now, if we don't have enough coin when it comes time to renew those contracts, then I'll just drop the lesser important ones off. Yeah, we had 1.4 at the end of the weekend. That was awesome. And I do too, Jetta. The community building in this game is awesome. I love the fact that my running these planks mean that you know, it means that everybody on the server is going to benefit from this, and I love that. But also inside the company, yeah, I like that too.
We all hear background noise from me.
Oh, no, I don't.
Okay, good.
Alright, so. Now this thing, because it's loaded with 3 planks, is a little top heavy. So it does want to tip over, which is why I allowed 50% of the rollover protection to remain. There's one hill that's really hard and to make it up, and so hopefully with the new setting that we'll be able to make that hill a little easier this time around. Of course, the rain never makes anything easy in this game, so.
Well, that's a good thing it started right after I got over the hill for the bridge.
Yeah, the other thing too is it rained before the race, and then in the last like lap of the race, and that was it. So we had good weather for the race.
That race, the first corner was chaotic.
Yes, yeah, I expected it to be. It's the other thing is too, in F1 the first corner is always chaotic. The first corner had desync issues for 2 players. Yeah, it really did, which was unfortunate too, right? Because like I was saying earlier in the stream, if you look at my perspective, Magnetic's car just flips up out of nowhere, and I thought what happened is he lost his grip and then spun out and went up into the air, right? That's what I thought happened. But then I watched another perspective, and I think it was Magnetic who posted the perspective, but it was like Nickas's car ended up underneath Magnetic's from Magnetic's point of view, and so Magnetic's game threw his car into the air, which was really unfortunate, but
Yep.
yeah. But I expected that first corner to be absolute chaos, and it was. So you know, it worked out the way I had envisioned. All right.
I had parked for like 20 seconds before you called that yellow flag.
You had what?
I had parked and I was just sitting there for a little bit before you called that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You stayed back for all of them to bomb that corner. I saw that. That was a good strategy, man. That worked out in your favor because you cleared through that wreckage pretty easily. See, if I try to make this turn, it just wants to roll over right there. So let's slow down a moment. Try comfort mode. Maybe that will help. I think the other thing is maybe I need to up the dampeners on this a little bit. Oh, I'm coming up to the hard hill. Not this one, but there's one not that far from here. It's gonna be a bit of a challenge.
I feel like we could get one of the Golemas to do that route if we had tow trucks.
Well, yeah.
One, maybe 2.
Problem is it's a really long truck. We would need more like an FL1. I don't think the Golema would make it that easily. We're running planks right now out of Sangdo, so feel free to help out with that if you want. Oh yeah, I'm not even in the hard area yet. All right, translating over into the hard area right now. But yeah, we're running planks out of Sangdo. You could take them down to Guanjin plank storage, or OG drill would also be a good spot.
Just redlining it and hope.
Yeah, don't blow your engine though.
I have
Alright.
to.
This right here is the difficult hill. So, let's see about lining up on this. Jamusi rips through there. Would most likely make it through with a 6 in the medium-sized box trailer. Yeah. See, this freaking hill. This hill always kicks my butt, but I eventually do get over this hill. But this one kicks my butt often. Alright. That one was even worse. Sangdo Lumber Mill is one of our contracts. It's up here in the top right. Sangdo Lumber Mill, top right of here.
The Golima is low on fuel.
Oh, come on. This thing's so frustrating.
Serge, do you use the manual shifting or the
Yes, I am using a
automatic?
manual shifting. It doesn't mean that it's easy.
I find it's easy.
Well, if you want to come do this and make it look easy, then be my guest, sir. But right now, it's frustrating. You need like enough speed to get partially up the hill, and then you need to be back into low gear. God fucking damn it. Yeah, everybody could end up being used right now. It's okay. You can use your own vehicle if you want. That Golima. Yeah, they're all in use right now.
I mean, I could switch to my Jamusi and let someone use this.
It's fine. She's gonna use hers.
Serge, did you pass magnetic?
Alright, let's go.
Yeah.
You see, it literally lost all freaking speed on that one tiny little ass bump. That is annoying. Like, it's weird too, right? Because there's nothing that's changed on this setup, and I've done this like 25 times with this exact same truck, and sometimes I make it through here like no problem, and other times it's a struggle, like what's going on right now. Alright, we'll try sport mode next. I don't understand how I can make it through this exact same spot. Like, no problem whatsoever. And then the very next time I come here to try it, it's doing this. See, like, literally, there's like this one little tiny bump right there. This freaking bump right here ruins everything. This little tiny bump right there. As soon as I hit that, because the bumper scrapes that front, and I lose all speed that I had going into that.
My Goleema's stalling out.
Hey kids, what's going on?
It's in low.
I'm gonna go back up to 100% on that because that's what I've done it with in the past, and it was fine. And then everybody was like, "Oh, you shouldn't use that when you're off-roading." Like that's. So I turned it off, but then now I can't get up the hill. So
I barely made it up a hill because my Goleema kept stalling out.
It's crazy.
So Magnetic got past me again.
Right. You passed him on that big hill.
Was there a micro patch in the game or something? Like, this is the exact same freaking car that I've used 25 different times coming this route.
Can't wait for that new update.
Yeah, and why do you lose all speed for downshifting? Like, why is there no kinetic energy pushing you forward?
If you're not up the hill by the time I deliver this, do you want me to come over there with my Brutus?
Not yet. I just want this thing to work the way it's been working.
Out of fuel. So down.
Are you running out of fuel?
Yeah. So close.
I've tried that like 100 times though, Jetta.
I have a few jerry cans on me.
Nah, I think I could roll there and then respawn back to.
I do use drift mode. I tried that a couple of the attempts and didn't work. See, and then I think they changed something, like, because I know that there was like a tiny little patch.
Look, my nigga going on past me. Roll, truck, roll.
Wait, you haven't called for a refuel?
No.
You're just...
I'm just rolling. Momentum.
And the thing is like, it gets to that same freaking spot every single time.
Oh, rock. Rock almost took me there.
Hold on, my nigga. Let me deliver first.
You're gonna have to stop to make the delivery.
Oh, push me. Yeah. Push.
I did his fucking squat. They did patch it. Because I've done this a bazillion times with this exact same vehicle. And yeah, I usually struggle in this area, right? But eventually I get past it, and then you know, everything's fine after that. But like as soon as you come on, you were almost there this time. What the freaking hell? I did. Yeah, because I want to get over the freaking hill. It's not letting me do it, so you know.
Tim, one jerry can, just one.
Wait, what? Okay, hang on. I actually don't have any of my
game. The problem with the game is that you end up, you know, the problem with the game is that you end up with a situation where you're like it doesn't retain any speed anytime you shift. I've tried low gear, I've tried first gear, I've tried second gear, but it doesn't work, right? And so like I've tried drift mode, sport mode. I don't know, fuck it, we'll try comfort mode now. And so you end up with even less speed here. All right, let's try comfort mode with assist off on the anti-roll. It should not work in comfort mode. But watch, it's going to. That'd be really funny. Yeah, see, you bounce just a tiny bit right there, and then you lose all semblance of speed. So they changed the bottom of the hill a little bit, and they've changed the top of the hill right here. They've added, look, and why the hell is this thing, who gave it a freaking route? No, stop having a route. And all right, fine, just ignore the fact that your parking brake is on. All right, but look, they added this little lip right here, okay, and you lose all speed and momentum on that lip. So I've tried coming up the side here, but then you get caught on these spikes right here. So you get caught on these things, and then you can't go up that way. So yeah, they have messed with this. Either that or I'm just sucking tonight, which could also very well be the case. Let me try from the grass. Yeah, see, and then you bounce just a little bit, and then you lose literally all speed from that little tiny bounce. Like your inertia does not continue with you. So it doesn't matter that no, it's not disconnected. It's not disconnected. I moved so that I could concentrate on what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, so yeah, see, it's like there's that one little lip right there that prevents you from going, because your wheels, even though these are not freaking drive wheels, they end up getting stuck on that. And then I'm trying to just slide past that area. Like, I've done this 25 times with this car. So like, They definitely changed something. I know that they were talking about changing the different off-road routes and stuff, but I didn't think that that was in that micro patch. No, I don't want help yet. I left that voice channel because I'm getting frustrated. I had a long day of work, right? And then a long commute and stuff like that. It's hard for me to stay chipper and happy and stuff like that when stuff is going wrong. So I left the voice chat and I'll return in a minute. I need to try and accomplish this on my own for a little bit here, and eventually I'm gonna give up, and I'll give fully up on the route, because if it doesn't work in the next few tries, then it's never going to work, and it would defeat the purpose of me bringing in a tow truck to help me get over this, right? It defeats the purpose. This truck was able to handle it 25 times before now. Okay, so that's the point that I'm trying to make, is that this truck was capable of doing this route just fine. This is why I ended up using this route. And also, for some reason, I don't have any cargo on board anymore, so it no longer matters. So I don't know why I don't have cargo on board, but I don't have cargo on board now. So that's done. I changed voice channels because you and Johnny were talking, and I needed to concentrate on what I was doing, and with you guys talking all the time, I couldn't think, so I needed to move. All right, what I'm gonna do real quick is summon that guy back here. Could you drive in? I really, like, they had to have changed something, because that truck was empty and it was struggling, so I don't understand that at all. So let me do that, and I'll get rid of the CUDA drive in. Let's do that. Get rid of this thing. And we'll add the Jamusi 6x6. Okay. And then I need to go buy one of those small ones. Let me get my Hana. Check the contract for planks. You think it's done? It probably is, but there's nothing that I need to do. It would just pay out. Yeah, that one's done. Do you have planks on you, Misfortune? Do you have some planks on you? Tailor accessories. I don't remember what that is, but you know what? The only sailor accessory that I have is my little hat. So we'll put that on. That's the only sailor accessory I have. Misfortune, do you have like 9 planks on you? I'll grab one for 5. So let me hop up here. I think this is where we buy that. I think that's where we buy that from. Do the hat. Yeah. You got it, bud. No, it's interesting, right? So anyway, I'm gonna go run down there, see if the I don't know if the smaller trailer is there, If it's not, then we can go look somewhere else. But we'll head down there, see if the smaller trailer is there, and then we'll try it again with the Jamusi. I think having the you know, the winch plus the actual off-road capabilities is going to help out a lot. So that would be nice. I got distracted by a bug that got onto my neck. All right. Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure what they changed, but clearly that CUDA is no longer able to do what it was made for. Which is kind of frustrating in a way. Like, I know that they wanted to change the off-road sections, but like I said, I didn't think that they were going to do that in that small patch that we had just a little while ago. But that must have been what they changed, right? Because with the CUDA drive-in, you end up losing all of your forward momentum as soon as you get to the bottom of that hill. And then, so none of it carries over into the hill proper. You had a ton of issues with the Lillibus shortcut yesterday? Okay. Misfortune, do you normally do that like just fine? Maybe that's something we try here a little bit later too. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go on a quick ad break for those of you on YouTube. Let me find, or Twitch. Let me find the trailer that I need, and then we'll be right back. You're doing that a ton easily. Okay. Yeah, they had to have changed something, you know? I really feel like they did. I'll try the Lilliput bus route and see if we run into any issues with that. Because like that was the entire point of buying the CUDA drive-in, was that it was supposed to be able to do that easily, even though it had like a small cargo space. It was still supposed to do that easily, but it is what it is. We'll just change things up here. We'll buy that. Cause this one's the dump one. This one's the old one, right? Yeah, that's the old one. So this is the short guy. Sure. We don't have fuel in this guy. Ooh, but I do. Oh no, I got gasoline in my thing. I forgot about that. You're excited. There's a big update that we're supposed to be getting the dump truck in with the next big update. Yeah, that does look interesting. The big dump truck. All right. Let me despawn the oldie. Despawn that. And then we'll head... Oh, you know what? I'm gonna grab us another one of these contracts here real quick. Just that way we don't have to travel here. We can just fast travel here. Okay. So then I'm gonna head over here and try that again. Magnetic is trying it too. All right, cool. All right, company, Jamusi. So I know that I probably need to adjust that Jamusi truck a little bit too. But I can figure that out. Yeah, is that the shorter box one? We don't have one on the roster. Put one on one. Let's see here. What do we got that I could get rid of? I guess I could get rid of the food truck. Is there no coil here or a coal here? There's no coal here. Okay. So we need to run coal there as well. Right. Am I streaming tomorrow? Yeah, I plan on it. Guanjin coal, right? I think so. I don't know if I want to do 5. Let's do 4. 4. Yeah. There we go. Thank you, sir. Death Wraith. Thank you, Death Wraith. Alright. Let's try taking 4 up there. It's not quite a full load, right? But maybe it'll work. Van 2. 10. Worst case scenario, you can get that other trailer. Oh no, you lost your trailer. You can reset the trailer from the control panel though, too. The legs are getting stuck? Yeah, that sounds about right. Are you fully loaded? Like, did you do a full 6, I guess? 'Cause I'm only doing 4. I think that might be the answer. Take only 4 at a time. But you know, I don't really know. Oh, somebody left that one spawned in. Okay, let's despawn that. Yeah, cause see, like the dump truck route that I've got going right now, and these dump trucks now with this update to off-roading might not be able to do it. Wait, okay, Johnny, I really need you to read the Discord. All of that information is in the Discord. You keep asking me questions that are regarding that, but I'll answer you, bud. So the next practice race is tomorrow at 6 p.m. and then the following practice session is tomorrow or Saturday rather at noon. So but yeah, if you look in the Motor Maven Discord under the Race League channel, all of that information is there for you. But okay, so it looks like Looks like you managed to move forward a little bit. So, let's see if we get stuck as well. Yeah, okay. So the legs on the trailer do clip right there. All right. 4L lock. Yeah, oh, okay, all right. Come on, you son of a monkey's uncle. Like, it decided to shift right there on its own, which, you know, fine. Yeah, there's the legs getting stuck on mine as well. Is there a better way? There we go. There we go. I don't think this is going to be any easier, guys. Just based on that little section right there. I don't think this is going to be any easier. In fact, I think that the feet on our trailer there is going to actually end up making it worse. I feel like that's going to make it a little worse. But we'll see. We'll try to make it up to that hill again and see how we do. It looks like well, I don't see his name up here anymore. Magnetic, did you give up on it? Go into 4L lock and we'll hold first gear. You're finding something that might work. Yeah, like, that's the problem that I just literally had though, is like I was using the CUDA dry van to do this, and I had done this route like 25 times with that particular setup, and now it's not working. So I think they changed something to off-roading in this game. And so yeah, we're gonna have to play by the new rules, I guess, but the CUDA did not work for this particular route. Route is the word I was looking for. But you know, I think I understand why they would do it. The other question is, now does that also translate into us not being able to use the Atlas trucks? Because the dump truck is actually the one that's meant for this route. So I'm wondering if that's the case. Like, do the Atlases no longer work, and only the dumpy works for the off-road now? Which, you know, that's fine if that's the change that they made. It makes sense that you would need the off-road trucks to do off-roading with. But I kind of feel like that's a little bit of an extreme. Yeah, see those landing gear. Just go right into that. I don't know though. You know, we'll see. If I can't make it up with this, there just might not be much hope for it. Not very nice of them. Yeah, I think they wanted to close out the loopholes though. Like, we're not supposed to be doing the Lilliput off-road bus. And you know, honestly, earning 300,000 per bus run is a little extreme, but so I do get it, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. Yeah. Like, I'm on 6 drive, 6L lock right now. He's trying to do the yeet off the side of the mountain with your dumpy full of coal. Oh man. Everyone has been doing all the off-road with vehicles that were never intended to be able to off-road. Exactly. So that's why I'm not like overly upset about it, right? But I was getting a little frustrated with it just because you know, I had done this like so many times with a truck that was never intended to do it. So maybe that they did do that patch. Like, I feel like that's the case here. Oh, come on. Oh, you son of a jerk face. Let us have some fun. Yeah. See, oh, this time the landing gear want to clip through the thing. Last time they got stuck on that, so. Am I just not? Where's the hill that we got stuck on? I didn't realize it was this far ahead. I know I didn't pass the hill. I wasn't that distracted. Wasn't that distracted. All right. So, okay. But you know, like I was saying, right? I'm not upset that vehicle's not able to do it. Ultimately I'm frustrated from the commute that I had today. Like, I was stuck in traffic like my whole way home, and then, you know, like, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, like, I'll go do a run that I've done 25 different times. I'll go do this off-road plank run, and I really didn't have that many problems doing it before. Like, realistically, I would struggle on the first or second time up that hill that we're coming up on. But then after that, it would be smooth sailing. But now it's just like, no, denied. And then I was all like, because they would never understand, you know. And so, but you know, it's fine. It's whatever. But then, yeah, I had to drop off voice because you know, I was getting a little bit distracted with Johnny and Serge's conversation. So the problem was I was getting frustrated, and oh, okay, yeah, now I remember now. We had to go through this cave first. The hill is coming up, but yeah, I was getting a little bit distracted, so it was hard for me to talk and concentrate on what I was doing at the same time, which I kind of ran into during the race itself. I had a lot of people private messaging me during the race, both in game, out of game, you know, and then we had Twitch chat going and etc. So We'll get there pretty soon though, Surge. We'll get there pretty soon. The other thing too is like I did not take a full load on this trip. So maybe on the next trip we'll try a full cargo load, but I really don't think so. Because this is already like struggling a little bit in certain spots. So I don't know. It could just be that the off-road patch hit already. Because maybe, you know, the guy, he wanted to get rid of the loopholes that people were using. Or off-road vehicles, like Dithwraith was saying, like a lot of people have been using vehicles that were never intended to go off-road, like the Atlas truck, the Cuda dry van, and things of that nature. Like, yeah, sure, the Cuda can't really haul a lot of material. Oh, okay. I always forget about this. Everything we just did is the easy stuff. And then you turn off on this road. And this is where you end up with the hard stuff. So... yeah, and here we go. Into the hard area, but we'll see. The other thing too, I think this Jamusi might still have the 6-speed engine in it, or transmission, and if it does, that's gonna hurt this, and I think it does just based on the fact that I don't have like 1L and things like that. I need to swap this out for 13 speed as soon as possible. So okay, so we're gonna give this a little bit of a try. Yeah, see, I don't even have a low gear. You saw someone text every vehicle that can haul meat boxes on the off-road run to Guanjin. Okay. I'm doing that. Yeah, I'm picking up the winch controller. Oh, come on. What? And now the trailer is separating. Why? Why did the trailer separate? That's just rude. I don't think it's gonna let me get back under there. I want to know why it just randomly decided to disconnect itself. Yeah, I did need to remove the winch because it wasn't gonna let me get back far enough, and then I can't get under it. Every vehicle could do it. It is right side up. It's just on that side, my truck is too high on that side. Jeez Louise, come on, really? Like, the trailer just deciding to disconnect is unfair. Like, come on. Like, I'm already struggling, game. Like, come on. Let's be real here. Alright. So, pick up winch hook. And it's like, oh, you're going too far. Oh no, wow. But Jetta, thank you for the wow. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I'm on 6L lock. I'm holding first gear. I'm pulling in the winch. Like, what more do you want from me, game? We're in 6L lock. Yeah, and now we're slipping out. Now we're slipping out from the gosh darn trailer. I don't understand, like, why the trailer is coming unhitched. Like, that is pretty annoying. Okay. Pick up winch hook. I mean, at this point, why not, right? I'm trying everything. Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna work, but why not? It was worth a shot. It might be, Jetta. It might be. Because this sure as shit's not working. And I don't know why. Like, that's the frustrating part about it, is like, like, I'm not even taking a full load of cargo here, right? And is there not a control box on this one? I'm not seeing one. Oh, is that it? Hold on. There it is. Control panel. Maybe if I unload one, right? It'd make it a little bit lighter. Yeah, no, yeah, that's what other people were saying, Jetta. I feel like the change that they made to the game, like, the other thing is too, right? Like, okay, so the Kuda dry van can't make this trip anymore. Fine, whatever. But I'm in the Jamusi 6x6 truck. Like, this thing was made to do this off-roading crap, and it's we don't even have a full small trailer here. I was originally trying for 4 planks, And now we're trying for 3. And I'm just trying to reconnect there. Okay. So that's connected. But the fact that this thing just like randomly decides, oh, I'm just gonna disconnect myself. That's really what's annoying me right now. So, all right. Let's. Why? Why, game? Why? All power on the truck left the truck as I was approaching the hill. Every ounce of power left the truck. I was going like 15 miles an hour as I was getting close to the hill, and then it just all power left it as soon as I got to the hill. Like, God. All right. I only have 3 planks on right now. 2. Yeah, I mean, you know, like before the micro patch, I was able to do this like no problem with other vehicles and stuff, but now, and we're even using a 6x6 vehicle for this. Like this is supposed to be the vehicle to use to do this. See, and then the moment that your front wheels leave the dirt, on that, like in 6L lock, it just throws your vehicle in a random ass direction. But then you need 6L lock in order to even move. And then, like literally, the moment that those front tires leave the dirt right there in that one spot, then I don't have any traction, even though I'm in 6L lock, right? So all 6 tires have power to them right now, and it's saying no. So we'll try sport mode next. All right, Jesus freaking Christ. Let me. I have half a thing right now, right? This is half a trailer full, and I'm gonna give up here in a little bit, guys. But there's a couple more things that I want to try before giving up. So that's why I'm being a little bit tenacious with it right now. Because there's just a couple more things that I want to try with it. But yeah, that's ridiculous. That they may have changed that too far. Yeah, and they usually do that in games too, right? Like, oh, we gotta nerf that, but then they nerf the vehicles that are actually supposedly able to do this. But okay, so here's the problem that I'm running into, right? If I use that little bit of a ramp up ahead before the hill, if I use the little ramp before getting to the hill as a speed up point. Well, the problem is then I need to switch over into like 4L lock or 6L lock. And if you do that, you lose all power to your vehicle at all. And this game does not carry your inertia through. And so you lose all speed and then you're stuck. Need to help the grandbrats to bed. You'll see you later. All right, have a good night. But I haven't tried that in sport mode yet. We've been in drift for a little while. Oh. Yeah, see, and then I just start rolling backwards, and then that's all she wrote. I'm like full-blown engine forward, and it just stays in neutral. I wonder, can we make it up this way maybe? I don't think so. Yeah, that tree is gonna prevent you from doing that. Oh, you can't even walk up there. Okay, fair enough. All right, well, I'm gonna try maybe 1 or 2 more times, and then we're gonna say F it here in just a minute. Yeah, so like why did I just lose all traction with that? I didn't even hit a bump or anything. It's just like, oh, you wanted traction there? I'm sorry, bud. I decided that you don't need traction there. And see, and then boom. So the wheels, those front wheels leave. Those freaking front wheels leave, and then it just tilts over to the freaking side. No, I tried the winch. I tried the winch. That's the problem. Oh my god. Problem is that winch is not going to be in a good spot. Yeah, see, when you're in 6L lock, the moment those front tires leave the dirt, and they leave right there, the moment that happens, you've now lost all traction. Let's try 4L lock. See, 4L lock does not have enough power to do that, even with the winch. Even with the winch, I can't go anywhere. Like, make it difficult, sure, but you know, make it so that only off-road vehicles can do it, sure. I'm happy with those kinds of changes. Like, but this is an off-road vehicle that's only half loaded. Like, come the freak on, you know? I am holding shift. Yes, I have held the gear this entire time. Sorry, my face is in the way. There you go. Yeah, you see, I'm holding gear number 1. Yeah, see, and we're rolling backwards. All right, well, this is not gonna work. Actually, hold on. The problem is like I need to be in 6L lock, but if I'm in 6L lock, then I can't. Every time those front tires leave the road, the cab just tilts over. I might actually make it this time though. The bit goal is in the way. No, it's not. It's right. Hold on. It's right here where it says hold. It's me holding the gear. Okay. This is ridiculous. This is 100,000,000% not worth it. This is like 100,000,000% not worth it, but holy crap, we made it. Yeah, I will not be running planks up this way. No, you're good, man. I'm a little frustrated. I had a rough day at work, followed by an even rougher commute back home. And then, you know, I was like, oh, I'll do some fun off-roading or whatever. And Jetta yeets all of that out of the window. But yeah, no, it's just frustrating, right? It's like, they didn't need to change it that badly. I'm literally using a truck that's supposed to be able to do this, that's actually designed to do this, but I do need to make a couple changes to this truck that I think will make it easier to do this with. Which I'll make those changes if I ever make it there. Oh, thanks, Jetta.
You did it. Clapping hands emoji. Celebratory hands in the air emoji.
There we go. Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that's just built into to Twitch now. That's interesting. Okay, what the hell? Like, this is an easier hill. I realize that it's raining, but come on. This is an easier hill, supposedly. And these winch cables are so short too. Right there. We'll go there then. This is not worth it. I'm only completing this route now because I'm tenacious. That's the only reason why I'm like not just teleporting away and going screw this. Is literally just because I'm tenacious. Okay, come on. Well, now you don't even want to drive like in a little easy spot? Come on. All right. Cut winch cable. Yeah, I'm almost confident that we'll make the rest of the trip. The next difficult part that I am anticipating is going to be the mud hill just before the mud hill that's just before the coal mine up here. you know, like, if you can't make it with a full load of planks, is this trip even really worth it at that point? Did they, you know, if they made this change, did they make a change to the payment as well? Or are we literally just gonna have like the same payment? That's what I'm curious about. But yeah, they changed a lot on this. Where's he stuck? I don't know where Coco is. Coco's there. You certainly shouldn't use the Galima is for off-road. This Jamusi, the half load, is on the struggle bus. Speaking of buses, let's take a look at this. Repair our stuff while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, exactly, Dithriate. If the Jamusi is struggling to do off-road, then there's an issue. And that, like, I'm also only using half of the capacity of this trailer, so. And the other thing too is like the Galima. Now the Galima normally struggles a little bit on the East Bridge, but it felt like it struggled a lot more than it should have. So whatever they changed, I think they went too far. Off-road. Yeah, run the planks to OG. Able to do that. Off-roading with the Jamusi has been a severe struggle so far, and I only have half a load, so yeah, the Lima would not make this trip. All right, I don't know why I had a /P there instead of a /C, but whatever. Hopefully, Coco, you see that there. But yeah, this is unfortunate, and I don't mean to be a negative Nancy today, but I feel they went too far with this change. Which I don't feel like they need to change the off-road bespoke vehicles. Make it, you know, bring these back to the way they were, and then change all the vehicles that you didn't want to be able to do this route to not being able to do that. There was a small patch that royally foobarred the off-roading. I am on stream now with a normally capable Jamusi. It can't handle bringing a half load of planks to the coal mine. So it's like, yes, I know that there's people with like setups and stuff that worked. I had them as well. I was using, you know, stuff that worked, but that small patch changed everything. So I tried with the CUDA drive-in that I have done this trip with over 25 times, and it does not work anymore. Same setup as before the small patch. And this is all before somebody comes here with a CUDA drive-in and goes and shows me up. One of these guys that's in chat right now that's saying like, well, you're using the wrong vehicle. Like no, I'm not. And I was meant to talk to my company. I didn't mean to speak to everybody about it, but there's gonna be somebody that's gonna show up now with their CUDA and just do this like no problem. Which, more power to you. I tried myself in a CUDA setup that was able to do this no problem. I'm not even gonna struggle with that. We're going straight to the winch now. I was about to start struggling with the engine and stuff, and then I was like, nah, not gonna happen. We're going straight to the winch. Not gonna happen. All right. Chris. Thanks, man. I am almost there, though. At this point, it is pure tenacity and spite that will get me there. Yeah, I was using Chris's CUDA that was able to do this just fine before. Yeah, see, this mud hill is what I was worried about. This mud hill. Come on. Hold on. Don't you dare. Don't you freaking dare. Oh, I saved it. Oh, I saved it. And we're gonna need the winch again up ahead too. Whisper, Chris. But yeah. Yakuda drive van with 3 planks. And even empty. No longer make. Sure. So I was using Chris's setup for that. And that's no longer gonna work apparently. Well, I'm not messing with that either because I'm very clearly not gonna make that. Pick up winch controller. Yeah, see, that's what I hate about 6L lock. So 6L lock, as soon as those front tires leave, it does that, which is weird to see it do it in 4L lock, but sure. The sad thing is we don't have that much left to go either. Right. Get the winch controller back. We've almost made it though, guys. Well, we've almost made it. It's just been quite the struggle for this. This whole trip has been a nightmare. So that is no bueno. Oh, and then I've got to cross the wheel bridge up ahead. I think what I'm gonna do also after this trip, I'm going to well, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take one of our Atlas vans and see if it can make it out of this first hill or not, because they may have made it so that you can't use the Atlas truck anymore in this area, which if they did, then fine, but that might be what they've done, since all of this is one big struggle. Like that hill right there, that's gonna tell us on if we can make it with the Atlas. So we're gonna give that a shot here in just a moment, but I'm pretty sure that it's not gonna work. So that was so not worth it. Oh, that was so not worth it. Right. Ooh, all right. So get rid of the Obi. Get rid of this truck. And then, all right, this guy, Atlas, the one without the thing. This guy. All right. So now I've been able to do this trip with this guy before, with this exact setup. So in theory, it should work. But in practice, it's probably not going to work. So, I'm just gonna take some over to that, and we'll see. But that's probably why there's not a bunch of people running it right now, too.
Push it away. Last night was fun, don't feel like today. Feel like today, let's do it again, let's go in the day. Cause tonight I'm gonna take you out and live the dream that we've been talking
All right.
about, so we can dance.
Fair enough. Made it past the first hill, okay. Let's see what happens with the next areas though. This the mud hill over here is a struggle. I'm not gonna go on the struggle bus for long with this though. I think we've wasted enough time up here. This is gonna be a real test as well. All right. Maybe it's not gonna be a real struggle. I don't know. Maybe they just removed the ability for. It doesn't make sense though, right? Because the Jamusi 6x6 is the bespoke truck for this job, so that part of it does not make sense to me. Wow. All right. Well, Magnetic made it here with 4, so clearly his setup is better than mine. Magnetic, how'd you do that, man? How'd you make it here with 4 logs? There's another guy here too. I think these are going to be all the people that are going to be showing me up with their suspension is 100%. Oh God, come on. It's not at 100%. You just mean that you're definitely different suspension setup. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I need to go make some changes to. You weren't losing traction? Why? No. No, I'm done with voice chat for now. Yeah, I'm just gonna disconnect from voice chat. I'll be back on voice tomorrow. You weren't losing traction with your front wheels at all. That's bizarre to me because I was 100% losing all traction. When I was in 6L lock, like those front tires would come off the track and then and then off the road, and then I would like completely go sideways on it. So that was really frustrating. I'm on keyboard and mouse. I tried plugging in my PlayStation 5 controller, but the game is not made for PlayStation 5 controllers. It's only made for Xbox controllers, and so it doesn't recognize my controller, and I would have to manually input every single key command, and I don't have time for that. That's some bull crap. Like, I understand small developers, like, oh, I only play with Xbox, so I just need to put Xbox support on there. Like, no, dude, there's other people, and the PlayStation 5 is more popular than Xbox. So there's a lot more people with PlayStation controllers than there are Xbox controllers. But yeah, there's no support for PlayStation controllers on the game. Or at least not PS5 controllers. Maybe there's support for my PS3 controller. If I can try that. You're on a wheel pedal shifter thing? Yeah, I don't have all that jazz. I want to get one, but I'm gonna need to get like a special stand for it. One that I can set up and then move out of the way whenever I'm not using it, because I don't have a lot of desk space, even though I have a really big desk. I've got professional studio speakers that take up a lot of real estate. I've got a lamp behind my primary monitor right here that gets in the way as well. So yeah, what I really need to do is get like a riser, like a little desk for my monitors, and then put the monitors on that desk. The other thing is I've got my soundboard over here. I've got my mixer over here. I've got my stream deck here. Like, I've got two monitors that are pretty big right here, taking up a lot of real estate. So you had a wheel for one day and you returned it. Oh no, what was wrong with it? Keyboard is superior. Yeah, I mean, at this point I'm really just used to keyboard, and with keyboard and mouse I was still able to do a 1 minute 37-second lap time with my Formula car on Anson Speedway. I think they just did a micro patch to the game that made this route impossible for the CUDA, but watch, Chris is going to be in his CUDA right now, doing this. So yeah, I don't get it. I don't know how you did that. I don't know how you did that. No clue how you did that. I struggled for like 2 hours on the same setup. I don't know. Like I said, as soon as we get here, right, there's gonna be somebody that shows us up on it. I did it like multiple times though before. But at least the Atlas can still do this. So that's a good thing. We'll see. There might still be some spots, but the rest of this is easy compared to what we just did. Yeah, exactly. You know, like sometimes you win, sometimes you, and today we lost. Yeah, exactly. The house always wins, and today, you know what's really fun about that, Jetta, is in Final Fantasy VII. When you go to the casino, one of the bosses is the literal house of the casino, and I think that's really funny. Like, you know, that's really good. One of the bosses being the house is really funny to me. But yeah, you know, like I think two things fought against me tonight. Number one, I was on voice and I was getting distracted by Johnny and Serge. Not that they're distracting individuals, it's just, you know, they were asking me questions, or Johnny was asking me questions about the race, and meanwhile, you know, I'm on the struggle bus getting frustrated. I wasn't frustrated at them, and I hope that they don't take it that way. I was more frustrated with just like, you know, the real life situation, work being stressful, and the commute being stressful. The commute that I have to do for work is really stressful and annoying. So now people are trying that route, so now that I made a big stink about it, which I think is kind of funny. Anyway, we need to go on an ad break here soon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this route here real quick. We got 1.5 miles of off-road route to go, and then I will take that ad break and get myself a drink as well. And I encourage everybody during the ad break to get up and stretch. Chris, felt that commute thing. We're having a thunderstorm and you just called out. Yeah, man, my commute today was absolutely brutal. We did normally in the summertime my commute time is cut in half, but for whatever reason today everybody and their mother was on the road, and I ended up with, normally my commute is like 20 minutes long, and my commute today was 50 minutes coming home, and it was just bumper to bumper traffic the whole way, and it was for no other reason other than people dive bombing the exits and stuff and causing everybody to stop and all that jazz. But man, I think you know, and then I come home and I'm like, oh, I'll go do an off-road route with planks with my coup de drive van, and so I tried that, and using your setup, Chris, to do it, and then it didn't do it. And I've done that trip with that van and that setup several times, like right around 25 times is about how many times I've done it, right? And so when I couldn't make it up that hill, I got really frustrated, and then I was like, okay, well, maybe the CUDA can't make it anymore, so I swapped over to my Jamusi 6x6, and then that struggled to get there, and even with a half load of planks. And so then I was like, okay, well, what vehicle do you want me to use now, game? Like, you know, and then I was joking. I was like, watch, now that I accidentally, so that message that went out to the server from me was meant to stay in the company, and so when it went out to the world, I was like, okay, watch, now that I've said that, somebody's gonna show me up and come in the CUDA and do just fine. And then sure enough, I get to that hill and you're just now crossing the top of it as I get there. And I'll just like, you know, it's clearly a me issue then. But yeah, I couldn't get up. I couldn't get up that hill. I tried for a long ass time. And then like I said, I swapped over to the Jamusi 6x6, and then I still struggled. We got there eventually, but oh man. Oh, you pulled the stream up at the wrong time. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I meant to do, you know, talk to the company and be like, you know, they must have changed something or whatever. The hardest 20,000 you've ever earned, yeah. You're 15 minutes from work, and one day it took you 2 hours because there were 10 accidents. Both train tracks during the switching had 45 minutes each. Oh man, that I would have arrived at work so pissed off that I would not have been able to work. Oh man, that's rough. So right now I'm in my extremely busy season at work, and so that does not help matters. But they've been building so many houses, or not houses, but giant apartment complexes next to the freeway, and I don't think that's helped anything at all. But the good news is the Atlas has been able to do this just fine. Even with a full load of coal, I have not had any issues so far. Like, yeah, I slowed down in a couple areas, but I've not actually had issues with it, so that's a good thing. Yeah, that would be annoying though. Like when you're normally 15 minutes from work and it takes 2 hours to get there, that's my nightmare right there. I really hate commuting into work, and the government, the state government in my area, just voted to get rid of remote work entirely. So congratulations to those D-bags, not realizing just how horrible of a thing they just implemented. But they just passed a new law that prevents remote work in the state. So I'm curious who paid them to do that, because that's insane. All right, let me keep pulling through there and see if I can get a contract for that first. Contracts, supply 10 coal, sure, make that worth it. Instruction is great for me, but because of the amount of angry drivers are insane. We had another driver get hit because a driver tried to squeeze between him and another car. Oh, that sounds great. Chris will say also, for most people, for me at least, it's not about showing anyone up. Oh no man, I didn't mean like you were trying to do it on purpose or whatever. When I said, you know, somebody's gonna show me up and do the route with the CUDA van, I didn't mean like somebody would do it maliciously. I was just like, you know, oh well, I'm just on the struggle bus tonight, and so I was just gonna, you know, get shown up by somebody doing it better than me. That's all. Okay, boom. So now there should be coal going down to Dasa eventually. Oh. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Dasa Harbor. Perfect. All right. Boom. Go do your thing, sir. All right. Let me do this. Grab that. Grab this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go on a quick ad break. I hate running ads, but I really don't have a choice because Twitch forces me to run ad breaks. So I'm going to remove this guy from the company for now because I need to make some tweaks to it. And instead, what do we throw on there? Somebody was asking about putting the compacty back on. So let's put the compacty back on there. I'll be right back. Stick around. And yeah, you get an hour's worth of free entertainment for 180 seconds of ads. So I'll be right back. Okay. I'll be right back. Andy's back. Yeah, I was just reading that message. In your disappearing act. Thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate the assistance on the stream, man. I also got some wheat thins. All right. Welcome back, everybody. I hope that you got up, stretched a little bit, and all that jazz. All right. Saltines and string cheese. Oh, what kind of string cheese though? Like, did you have the Swiss kind or did you have the other kind, like cheddar, and or was it one of those ones with the mix? Interesting. Okay, magnetic cocoa. Coco, were you able to do that? Just fine. I need to buy myself a logging trailer. Oh, there's one right here. Hold on. I forgot that I got that. Oh, wait. It's not for sale here. Oh, that's some bull crap. Come on, that's some bull crap. OG is full. So you're taking some fuel back to the harbor. Okay, hold on. That was OG. Yeah, you're going up to Jeju Harbor? Oh, mixture, because you got kids that like all kinds of different flavors. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, cool. Does somebody have a campy up here? No. Let me go see if I can fix the Jamusi real quick. Because I know for a fact it's gonna need that 13 speed. Because that really did not work with the 6 speed. The 6 speed did not work whatsoever. That was horrible. Because the 6 speed has no low gear. And that is no bueno. We need some low gears for off-roading. Ooh, oh gosh. Okay. Do you find it harder to build momentum in a 13 speed or easier? I think it's easier than a 6 speed. When you're hauling a load. I think it's easier. Alright, first, let's repair. And next, let's go to parts. Let's go powertrain, transmission. We're going down. We're going to 13 speed. Because that 6 speed was horrible. Intake. Let's try this short intake on that coolant radiator. Yeah, we definitely want that one. Final drive ratio. What's installed? Ooh, that's really high. Let's try a 4.0 instead. And yeah, lockable. Brakes, brake pads, those are installed. Suspension. Springs. Maybe my dampeners are too high, do you think? Like, seem to have no luck with it off-road. You just try to stick to rigid frame trucks. Yeah. Oh no, I got 500% dampeners on here. Maybe we need to reduce that to like 200s. I don't have any. Ooh, you know what? We don't have any. Oh, you know why? You know why we don't have any? It's because we can't connect if we add. Hold on. Yeah, that's installed, etc. Yeah, fuel tanks are installed, which is what should be there. What if I change that to the Olby? Can we edit the Olby from here? Control panel. Garage. Okay, there we go. And parts, brakes, brake pads. Yes. Okay. Brake power, 130. Suspension, anti-roll bars. Maybe having like an upgraded thing here will help us. Jamusi will still connect. You have a suspension raise. I think it's the Galima the other day that I couldn't connect. Yeah, you're probably right. But if we raise this, then we don't need to worry about it, right? If we raise this to, oh no. No, never mind. Look at that. See, when you add that, it changes the angle that front thing is at. Like, it dips it down. Which is kind of wild. This is getting expensive, isn't it? Well, tires, hold on. Yeah, those, I mean, it doesn't matter what grip they have, right? I'd imagine. I mean, I guess it does, but all right, that's everything that we can do to that. All right, let's do, what are 200%? What should they be at? My roll bars, yeah, they're 200. Suspension, anti-roll bars, yeah, 200. What do you got yours set to? It bounces less if they're lower. All right, let's go to 120 then. Why not? Let's give it a shot. The next thing to figure out, right, is does your setup, like, can you do the full 6 planks on your Jamusi, or do you think that's just not gonna happen? Guessing that it doesn't have enough power for 7 or 6 rather. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, the 6-speed. Yeah, I had the 6-speed on there. I guess I'm not gonna actually do the route unless it's easy. But maybe that's what we do, right? I gotta teleport over there. So now that we have a 13 speed and we have low gears now, so like 5L and stuff like that, it might actually be easier now to do what we were just doing. So we'll go try. We'll go try. And if it's easy, I'll complete the route. But if it's not easy, then I'll just give up. And we'll go find something else to do. So, fast travel. Ooh, I took a moment. Right. Oh, well, I should add... Oh, I re-added the compacty. I'll remove that. In case it does work. Where's my Jamusi? There it is. Alright. So, Magnetic was able to do it with the 4 on his truck. So we're gonna give it a shot with 4 on this truck. We've also upgraded, we changed stuff on the truck and we upgraded the suspension and stuff on the trailer. So maybe I don't have the turning radius anymore for some reason. Did I accidentally uninstall that? I hope not. It feels like I don't have the turning radius, but I probably do. Guanjin Coal, yeah. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. And I want to lock that down just like that, please. And thank you. All right. Here comes Kane style down the hill right meow. But ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing today on Tuesday evening? Tomorrow evening at around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're gonna have an official race practice for Jeju downtown. Your mom took you this week, the kids this weekend to get a bunch of weird sodas, and the kids just poured some into a cup and said, "Try it," and they're all enjoying grass flavored. Oh, that's not good. Grass flavored. Why would you want to drink grass flavored soda? You know what, Magnetic? I bet you too, if I reduce the suspension dampeners a little bit, maybe that helps us as well. Oh, we can try that. You spent 500,000 trying to find a good setup for yours? Oh, come on. The freaking legs hit the... Oh, it would help if I was not in comfort mode, probably. Yeah, see, and then it just decides, oh, I don't want to be connected anymore. Again, we're not going to struggle with this for long. And if this is a struggle, then the struggle hill is going to be even worse. Yeah, see, the legs are catching right there. That's the problem. Yeah, Dithrate, we might need to call that a wash. I don't know. Well, okay, I just made that, no problem. And that one. Autopilot, take the wheel. Hells yeah. I know the legs of the trailer have messed me up several times. Looks like it's doing much better right now, though. I wonder if +5 in the back would help. It might, but the thing is, a positive in the back lowered the front. So I'm wondering if a negative in the back is the answer. Or, honestly, a positive in both is probably, yeah, Dithraith is right. Like a positive on the semi-truck and a positive on the trailer might be the answer. I don't know, like I said, I'm not gonna struggle with this for very long, right? Because there's no point in me torturing myself. For the rest of the stream. It might make for an interesting and entertaining stream, but
Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do.
it seems to be doing better though with the 13 speed.
What we have, let's hold on tight.
What's the biggest engine side? Oh, you know what? I need to check that. Drake's 2000 Rage stream. No, I need to play games like World of Warships or Magic the Gathering for me to have like a full-on Rage stream. Those games are so frustrating to me. Like, I can be having the game of my life in World of Warships, and then the rest of the team just drops the ball. Or in Magic the Gathering Arena, I could, you know, have a deck that is absolutely made to destroy my opponent's deck, and then I'm just not pulling the cards. So I don't know, it's that kind of stuff frustrates me quite a bit. And my best friend finds it really funny, so you'll see him as a moderator on here, Rabbit Ferret. He finds it really funny. You seem to always pull the cards that you need but not have the mana. Yeah, so that's either, those are the two problems I have. I don't have the mana to do what I need to do, or I have nothing but mana. Oh, come on, you piece of garbage. Those friggin' landing gear again. All right. This was you the other day in real life? Oh, that sucks. Okay, it's one thing to do this in the game, but it's a whole other thing in real life. Like, what kind of damage do you do to the landing gear? Also, Jeddah, I got a question for you. Are the landing gear in real life like hydraulically powered or what? Oh, I just skipped right over that low gear. Again, we're not gonna struggle this whole trip for this. We're not even in the hard part yet. That's so friggin' annoying that this game makes you lose any traction whatsoever the moment you shift. If you shift gears, it's just like, oh yeah, no, you're doing fine, but you know, I'm gonna just lose all traction whatsoever just because you decided to shift gears. Like, and this isn't even the hard hill either, so this tells me that we're not gonna make it. Okay. Yeah, a lot of it tore. Nope, it's human powered. Supposed to pick tomorrow of landing gear. Landing gear? Yeah, it's like a hand crank, isn't it? But I was wondering if it was like hydraulically powered underneath that or not, because like I guess you would never put the landing gear down with a full trailer load, but then that doesn't make sense because you would have to put the landing gear down after delivering the trailer if you were leaving the trailer behind. Yeah, posted in pics. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new here to the Drake's 2000 show, come join us over here on Discord. It's, you know, a nice place of like-minded gamers that you can come hang out in. Tons of fun. People are always looking for other people for multiplayer games in there, myself included. So go join that. That's a good time over there. So I think like reducing the anti-roll dampeners has definitely helped. Of course, me spinning out there was not helpful. Oh yeah, I know. Time is the issue with that, Magnetic. With the racing league going on and all that jazz, like, it's really hard to find the time to do another one. I do want to do more out of ore. Out of ore is so much fun. I'm not even at the hard part yet, guys. Oh, good. This game keeps me busy enough anyway right now. Yeah. I will for sure return to out of ore though. That's phenomenal. Serge, do you want to do a cannonball run of Motortown with some of us? Like right now? No. Eventually? Maybe. You trying to organize a cannonball time? Oh, there's a couple. Yeah, Nick is saying he wants to do one. Yeah, cannonball run is a race. It's basically like a hodgepodge of different vehicles and different engines and stuff like that, and you race from point A to point B, and it's usually a really long race. Yeah, there you go for it, man. I will be skipping out on that. I'm messing around with this right now, and I don't think it's gonna happen. So Jetta says no, it's gears. It's like a small one and a big one, and you have a high setting which raises and lowers it fast or a low torque to get you off the truck. Okay, cool. Jeju Harbor to Dasa Harbor. Yeah, I hope you guys have fun. I hope you have fun. But I will be skipping out on that tonight. I'm not much of a racer myself, right? Like, I like organizing racing events. I I like hosting them kind of thing, but actually racing in them is not really my thing. And the reason why is because I'm competitive. And so like, I would not be super happy losing. And I'm not very, and I'm also on mouse and keyboard, and so that's a little bit of a struggle. I don't think this is gonna work at all. Like, why am I struggling on this of all parts? Why are we struggling right here? Why? All right. But I think adding some suspension height to both the truck and the trailer will probably make this a little easier. I don't think I need to add a heck of a lot, but I do feel like we need to add some. I do feel like we need to add some. And the sad thing is like I'm literally not even in the difficult spots, so I'm gonna give the difficult ramp here like 2 tries. And if we can't make it, we can't make it. It's not the end of the world. I just really wanted to test this new setup out a little bit, and it was a little bit easier up to this point, but the real test is this hill that we're about to attack, which I don't think is gonna be my friend. Let's see if we can hold 6L. 6L might be a little extreme. I'm like full throttle forward in it. It's like it's wanting to do it. Then it's not wanting to do it, you know? I'm only gonna give this a little bit of tries though. Come on. Ah, come on. You can do it. Yeah, we're losing the trailer now. See, we're losing the trailer for no gosh darn reason. Like, why? All right, I'm done. I'm so done. I'm so done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Well, that was frustrating. All right. Why didn't you let me some? Oh, come on. All right, despawn, and we will take it out of our You dead here. Let's take. How's this guy stuck? Because Long Johnson is AFK. Okay. Awesome. All right, let's remove that. I don't want this stream to only be me frustrated at this, but that might be exactly what the stream is all about. That might end up being what the stream is about. Good stream. Yeah, it'll be better tomorrow, hopefully. But have a good one, good sir. Good to have you around as always. 2 days ago, your buses got flipped. Almost like they were sabotaged. Oh no. That's no good. I wonder if I mean, if we don't do that much, I'm just gonna test it out again. Because that one section of the road will kind of tell us if this is gonna help us or not. Vladimir, what's up, dude? What the hell? Hi Dakota, I just joined the stream and saw this exact route while I was suffering the same thing 2 days ago. And needed 2 tow trucks to help me get up that hill. It took an hour and was not worth it. Yeah. So I had a CUDA dry van that was able to run these planks just fine. Before I've done it like 20 something times. But they've made a micro adjustment to the game recently, and now I can't even do it with a off-road Jamusi, even without using like a full cargo load. So I don't know what's going on. But we're gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna do the Jamusi first, and we'll go to parts. First of all, let's make sure we got the big engine in here. We do. We got the best engine it can. Next, suspension and suspension ride height. Let's do +5. Let's get 6 of those. Okay. And trailer parts, suspension, ride height +5. Right. All right, so we raised our thing here. Let's go see. Again, I'm only experimenting now. I don't really care if we make it or not. That's not really the point anymore. But no, I don't have enough spawn points for all that. I was gonna put my campy down, but I don't really have the points for all that nonsense. You're definitely right. It should not be this hard just to bring some planks to the coal mines. Yeah, exactly, Vlad. I agree, sir. You could try having the front a little bit lower. It could help you keep the front on the ground. Yeah, I'll give that a shot in the future. If this doesn't work, then yeah, I'll definitely give that a shot. I don't really care that it's not in the company right now. Speaking of the company, I'm gonna add my rotator in there because I know a lot of people want to try that out. So I'll put my rotator in there for the company. This is really just me experimenting right now. Because this friggin' trailer keeps getting disconnected. And it's really annoying. Ah! That's so annoying. But maybe now that we've got plus 5 centimeters, it might help. It might help. We'll find out because there's an area up ahead that will really tell us exactly, you know, that situation. So it's Dith the Wraith in a company truck. You gotta love it. All right, let me get out of his way because he's probably got a load of logs or planks on him right now. All right, let's go see. Because this first hill up here is honestly a little bit of a struggle. And so we'll see if this this suspension height helps out or not. The other thing that I want to try is like lowering the suspension dampener. All right, let's go. All right, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Not quite. Not perfect. But it did do that better. All right, maybe if I raised it to the plus 10, that would help. It made it through that okay, but maybe the plus 10 would be better. It was way faster and easier. Let's go to 6 low or 6 low. Now I'm struggling in this area for some reason. What about 6 low lock? Yeah, the legs still hit, so that's what I was thinking. Like maybe plus 10 is the answer. Oh, come on. Why do you struggle so much? This is not even a full load. Like, come on. Makes you kind of wonder, you know, like what does the developer think? Like, what does he want us to use for this, you know? I know we had to use our winch on this part last time, but I want to try to get away without using the winch. Shifting is not the answer. The nice thing though about the 13 speed is we do have these low gears now, which are kind of helping. The other thing is too, the ride height is allowing those front wheels to stay on the ground longer, which is nice. And I think the landing gear are going to catch on the ground here shortly. All right, well, we made it past that. But again, we're not even in the hard part. Like, that's the sad thing. Isn't this the spot we get stuck on often as well? What's the spring strength? They're like 200%, I think. I don't remember, but I think it's like 200. Kind of wish like I could switch the gears like between 6L and 6L lock more easily rather than just like, you know, having to go through all of them. It's kind of annoying, but again, we're not even at the hard part. So we'll see. But that CUDA, the CUDA drive-in was doing this phenomenally before now, and now it's a struggle. I think that's just the dumpy, right? What that guy was using. How many units does the dumpy hold? I forget. It holds 10. Okay. That's not even that bad. Like, you almost hold double in the Atlas, but really? You're gonna struggle right there. It's not even a hill, bro. See, that's the thing that I'm complaining about, Chris, right? It's like you made this truck an off-road truck, and this is a small trailer with only a partial load on it. So it's like, why is this struggling when this is supposed to be the truck that's supposed to be able to do this? You know, it's I don't know. I think they need to rethink that a little bit, or give the Jamusi truck like another engine size, like a 450 horsepower engine, maybe. Maybe a 450 would help the situation. I'm not even sure. I made it over that hill a lot easier than I did the last time, though. That's for darn sure. Yep. Here we go. Here we go again. I think that's the reason, one of the reasons why I'm getting frustrated is like, I'm literally using the car or the truck that the game supposedly wants me to use. And we're not even full on the trailer, so it's kind of like, what do you want from me, game? What do you want? I'm in drift. I've got 6L on we'll have to hop into lock at one point, but again, I don't think we've even made it to the hard part yet. In fact, I'm pretty sure we haven't, because we've not encountered that horrible hill, and there we go. The horrible hill. Kind of knew I was taking that turn too quickly, but I was trying to get through the mud. And that was not happening. Race is on. Heck yeah, man. Good luck in the race, sir. Why did it downshift all of that? This is not even a struggle area. Like, come on. There we go, 5L. The nice thing, so I do like the 13 speed a little bit better though. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the channel, either over here on D2K Simulators on YouTube or Drakage2000 here on twitch.tv/Drakage2000. First of all, welcome! Welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. We are struggling with some off-road Jamusi action here. And I'm not gonna struggle too long with this. This is kind of just testing out a couple more settings that I changed recently on the truck, seeing if that works. And so far it's been a good change. We added a couple centimeters of ride height to this truck, and that seems to help a lot. But I think I'm gonna have to do that again and raise it all the way up to a positive 10 centimeters, because the 5 did well, but I think the couple more centimeters will help a lot more. So I'll give that a shot later, but yeah. I hope you're all having a good evening. Also, if you're looking for a fun group to join, we're playing on the Motor Maven server, and we're running the largest corporation on the server at the moment. And Chris here happens to be one of the admins and co-owners of this server. So if you have any questions about the server, that's the man to ask. But we also have a racing league here on the server. And that has all kinds of rules, regulations, and spec parts and points for positions, stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. We just had our first race this last Sunday, and tomorrow's stream is actually gonna end up being another practice session on the new Jeju downtown track. So hopefully that goes well. I've told the different racers how to download the track and stuff, but I'm gonna make a short video tomorrow to really show them how to do it, because I fear that a lot of people don't know how, even with my instructions. The reason why I need people to download the track is because we're not in this freaking rain, I swear. We're not in a regular, we're doing Jeju downtown, and since it's not a regular track, people have to download in order to practice. And I don't think a lot of people know how to do that, even though I put instructions there on how to do it. That's just the way, that's the nature of the beast. I had the hardest time when I was playing Arma to get people to download a mod that would install all of our server mods for them. Like, I had a hard enough time getting people to do that. So the fact that I need the racers to download the track, and then after they've downloaded it, right? After they've downloaded it, they then have to copy and paste the text file into the game. It's a few extra steps that I don't think a lot of people know how to do that. What is a .zip file? Yeah, exactly. What do you mean unzip it? Yeah. Oh man, my days of running an ARM group was very frustrating. Also very rewarding. But my gosh, the number of times I had to like remote into somebody's computer to install a mod was too darn high. All right. Really? Okay, you're gonna struggle right there? What the hell's your problem? All right, so this is the part that we're not gonna struggle on for long. Because I'm not gonna torture myself for the remainder of the stream on this. And pick up the winch controller. So, I mean, in theory, yeah, see, and then yeah, and now we're losing the trailer again. The trailer's slipping out. Why is the trailer slipping out? We're about to lose the trailer. No, we've lost the trailer. I fully lost the trailer. Why? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I imagine we try this other side and then try like at a slight angle here. Like, come on, game. Like, you know, like, you give us these off-road vehicles and then they don't really do the trick, you know, like, and I'm not even really using anything wild or crazy about it, you know. So alright. I'm not gonna struggle for long on this before we give up, but we'll give it a shot, see what we can do. We're kind of making a little bit of progress. And now the trailer's slipping. The pin is already outside of the locking mechanism. Yeah. There we go. Oh, so annoying. I don't get it. I do not get it. But whatever. Boom. Despawn and Chamusi. Despawn. Alright, let's move on to some other stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, actually, I think what I'm gonna do is 9:14 p.m. for me right now. Let's see who's streaming. And let's go say hi. I don't know who this streamer is, but let's go say hi to them.
I see your hassling services.
All right.
I see your hassling services.
Give me just 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate you all being here tonight. Let's give this person a phenomenal Drakeish 2000 howdy doody. And I hope that you all have an absolutely wonderful night. So, okay, so let's see. Tonight's stream has been brought to you by all of you awesome possums for joining me. Thank you so much, Jetta, for your bits tonight. That really helps out. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit the follow button or hit the subscribe button, depending on where you're watching tonight. And yeah, let's go say hi to this Motortown streamer. And yeah, earn some free Drake scales. I'll be live again tomorrow night, hopefully with all of the racers together for a race practice tomorrow. That should be a lot of fun. But yeah, if you're watching over here on Twitch, get in on this raid and earn yourself some free Drake scales. So smash that button. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful night. And I will see you guys in the next one tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central.